the final of the MLS is back tournament, some international soccer, and some high-profile Dallas Cowboy news. You know me. Let's get right into it. Hello guys, and welcome to the Cowboy and the Hawk's Nest podcast. I'm your host, Aaron. Today we will be talking about the final of the MLS is back tournament, some UEFA Champions League soccer, and two big pieces of news from the Dallas Cowboys camp. So let's get started. I'm sorry that I didn't come out with a semifinals episode, but there simply wasn't anything to cover besides the semifinal games, which were important. But I will tell you the results of those now. We had the Philadelphia Union against the Portland Timbers, and the Timbers won 2-1, while Orlando City SC played Minnesota United and won 3-1. So we set the final stage with the Portland Timbers versus Orlando City SC. And unfortunately, the Portland Timbers beat Orlando City with the score of 2-1, with Laris Mabila and Dario Zuparic scoring the 2 goals for the Timbers, and the normal face of Orlando City scoring, Mauricio Pereira. I'm not going to lie, I didn't watch the game because I thought it was yesterday and it was 2 days ago. But now I'm glad I didn't watch it because I was so mad when I found out. I was planning on recording this episode yesterday, but when I heard about it, when I saw that the game was the day before, I just couldn't record because I was halfway through recording the episode, and then I realized that everything that I had just said for the past 10 minutes didn't mean a thing. I apologize for not watching every single game like I promised. This sucks very much. Anyway, to UEFA soccer. We had 2 high-profile games in Manchester City versus Real Madrid and FC Barcelona and Napoli. Started with Manchester City winning 2-1 over Real Madrid and sending Real Madrid home. Goals from Raheem Sterling and Gabriel Jesus, and Real Madrid's Karim Benzema scoring the lone goal. So, Real Madrid got cute during this game and decided to pass the ball back and forth with the center backs flanking the goalkeeper and them just passing along the back line until all of a sudden Gabriel Jesus and Raheem Sterling found out and stole the ball from them and scored. Welcome to the Dumbass Club. And the second game, we have Barcelona scoring 3 goals to Napoli's 1, with Clement Lenglet, Lionel Messi, and Luis Suarez scoring the 3 goals for Barcelona, and Lorenzo Insigne scoring for Napoli. Messi's goal was an absolute banger. There's no other way to classify it. Banger. Oh, I don't have the highlight pulled up, but he's 5'6", 5'7", somewhere along that kind of height, and he's pushing off of men that are 6 foot plus in their defenders, and finally just kicks this prayer of a shot, but it's Messi, so he means to shoot it, It ricochets off the tip of the goalie's glove and hits the post and in. Oh, the goal is so sweet. I encourage you to look at the highlights of the game. And finally, to the Dallas Cowboy news. Newsflash from today. The Dallas Cowboys have signed former Seattle Seahawk and Minnesota Viking Everson Griffin. Everson Griffin. You know, the stalwart that was on Minnesota's defense that was wowing you every single game? Number 97? Yeah, that guy? Yeah, him. We signed him for 1 year for $6 million. A starting defensive end. Wow. I didn't think we'd get him that cheap. How did we get him that cheap? Jerry Jones must have done some kind of magic. Because he is going to produce. He has made Dallas's front four, nay, front seven, probably the best on paper in the league. I dare someone to come up with a defensive line that is better than DeMarcus Lawrence, Gerald McCoy, Dontari Poe, Everson Griffin, and then in the linebacking core, Leighton Vander Esch, Jalen Smith, and Sean Lee. If we're doing a 4-3, if we're doing a 3-4, then we can have DeMarcus Lawrence on one side, Gerald McCoy in the middle, and Everson Griffin on the right, with Leighton Vander Esch, Jalen Smith, Sean Lee, and Aldon Smith, or Bradley and I, or the defensive tackle from Oklahoma that we just drafted, or. We have so much depth on our front four alone, but then when we get to the linebacking core, we have athleticism out the ass. Dallas has the best front seven in the league. For our last bit of sports news, we have Jerry Jones talking, of course, saying that he plans to start this NFL season with fans in attendance with safety measures taken into account. Interesting. And I also think that they came up with a plan with the CDC, the state of Texas, and the state health organization, I believe, to combat the spread of COVID while going to games. Now, I did not have their plan written down, but you can go to NFL.com/news/Cowboys announce COVID-19 protocols for fans at AT&T Stadium for the full article of the protocols. I have a feeling that this is not going to fly with the state of Texas, but it's cool. I can't wait to hear what the talking heads are going to say. And we have one final announcement. And it's going to be an announcement on the state of this channel. I am sorry to inform you guys, but I will be doing less and less episodes now on for about a year, unfortunately. But the reason is because I have a job. I have a part-time job. And that will be taking up most of my time, especially in the evenings when I produce this podcast. I will try my best to upload on weekends and record on weekends. I'll still try to make an episode every week or every 2 weeks, but I'd like some patience with you guys. I know the people who listen to this channel, they don't watch the videos all the way through, but if you get to this part in the video, I'd really appreciate it if you slap a like on that button, subscribe to me, because I'm going to do my best for y'all to get the best content to you. This has been the Cowboy and the Hawk's Nest podcast with your host, Aaron. And as always, go Hawks. Release the Kraken. How about them Cowboys? And born in 1974, Sounders. And now we win like never before, Sounders. We love our boys in the famous green, the greatest team that you've ever seen, the Seattle Sounders, born in 74. Have a nice day, bitches.